not going to sugarcoat it. You're in for a really weird night.
What is up, chocolatiers? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. We finally reached that goal last year in May. That was when I fully was like, okay, I can now commit to the channel, and the hard work has paid off. And so from all the way till May till now, we've gained about, I think, 753 subs, something like that. And so, yeah, it's nice. I think I got about 650,000 views on the channel. And YouTube's still like, you have to get like 4,000 view hours. So just watch the full video. Please do that for me. Okay, because you have to get so many view hours to like I was like, what is this to get monetized? What is this? I got the 1,000, so they're like, that's not enough. It's not enough. But anyways, we're talking about Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, starring Sam Rockwell. And there's also some people I didn't realize in this movie. Michael Pena's in this movie. Zazie Beetz is in this film. I love her. That's my little mixed queen. This film is awesome. And I will tell you right now, before we go into this full review, this is my film of the year so far. I want to throw that so far out there because I know there's a lot of media literacy, and I know there's a lot of illiteracy just in general, okay, in this country. I literally saw a comment somebody posted on Twitter last night after I got out of the movie, ironically. They just always know when to recommend you stuff. And somebody was talking, this film was also their film of the year, and they put so far. And somebody's like, the year just started. Dumbass. He said so far. So I'm just letting you know, so far. I'm not saying like, oh my God, Doom Messiah is still coming out, boys. Okay. I'm very excited about that one. I hope it's a 10 just like the last two were. But with that being said, I think that this movie nails the comedy. I think it nails the charm. It's got a great story to tell. It has a lot of emotion. It's just got everything that I want in a movie. And so it works for me. Where I don't think this movie's going to work for you is that if you are not that type of person, I feel like you might like the whole movie, but I feel like a lot of people, they're going to get lost at that ending. I feel like they're not going to like the ending. I thought it was fucking fantastic. But I could definitely see how it's like that. But I'm trying to be a fair reviewer, so I'm just going to let you know, even though I love this film, I don't know if this could be recommended to everybody. And without further ado, let's get into the full video. Let's go. So, if you've seen the trailers, if you have not, I'm going to go ahead and recap a little bit of the plot. So, Sam Rockwell is from the future where AI has taken over, very Terminator-esque, and he time travels back in the past due to an event that happened to him, which I think they've spoiled through a trailer, but I'm not going to say what happened to him. I'm not going to spoil that for you. But something happens to him, so he wants to fight back against AI. Time travels back in time, and he goes to this diner. I can't remember if they tell why he goes to the diner specifically, because he could really just go anywhere, but maybe that's just where he lands. I don't know. Kind of blanking on that part. But anyways, he goes to this diner, and he every single time, this is like his 117th or 18th attempt or something like that in the film, he is grabbing these random people. So for example, like he says, like he knows everybody in the diner. They've went multiple runs with them. Like for example, Dolores is like a woman who calls the police every single time, right? So he knows she's what they call the police. This one guy, he knows he has a gun and is going to try to shoot him. He knows stuff like that. And so it's very believable that he's from the future when he starts saying shit like this to people. People are still a little skeptical, but he's basically getting soldiers to fight against this AI because the AI is being created in a home with from a 9-year-old child. And they have to get to the home, and like he said, in that many attempts, none of them have ever made it inside the house because crazy shit is always going on. And so this attempt, he ends up taking a young girl dressed up like a princess who he has never taken before, and things start to feel a little bit different, right? And this film is so fantastic. The comedy is off the chain. Sam Rockwell is a comedic genius. This man knows how to land a punchline that is written for him, and he lands a lot in this film. I think that the goofy action nature of this movie is really good. I really think it has a lot to say, which I'm going to get into at the end of the review. But I do want to tackle this. So the main thing this movie does that I really love, and I love it when any movie does this, is it's very unique in the fact that you're kind of going on this journey. You don't get a whole lot of detail except for what he's telling these characters. But as they are like for example, they go down to this basement, they're going somewhere. As they're crawling, it cuts, and it's like, okay, this is this and that story. Okay, this is Susan's story. This is Dolores's. This is like whoever's story. And so it's kind of like giving you, like telling you what happened a few days ago, like why they're here in the diner anyways. And the stories that they give you are so good, like the princess girl, right? She is the first of her kind to be allergic to Wi-Fi and cell phones and stuff like that, right? So she can't really hardly enjoy life because that's a part of life. It's everywhere. Like you go to a fucking McDonald's, there's goddamn Wi-Fi. And so she can't really do anything, and she's allergic to that, right? And that kind of plays a part in the film because like whenever something's coming, her nose is bleeding like 11, and she knows something's coming, right? And then what I really loved about this film is I'll skip over Zazie Beetz and them story. It's good, but Susan's story is fucking crazy because this is where you realize that the film is starting to send out a message. Susan's story is very interesting. I'm going to have to walk over this too because I don't know what the guidelines are on YouTube. I can't even talk about this. Basically, her child is involved in something at a school. I'll just put it like that, okay? And it's very played off, like not comedically, but it's kind of weird because like when she's waiting to talk to these people, like at a police station or whatever, these other women are like, oh, first time? Oh, it's happened to my little Johnny, this and that, whatever. And you're starting to put two and two together, like, oh, okay, I get what they're saying. Because, like, we have this happen all the time. The news will report about it. Then the next day, everybody goes about their bit. Nobody cares anymore. And it's sad. And the movie makes a point about this. And so, in the film, Susan finds out that the government doesn't really disclose to a whole lot of people, but you can clone your child. You give them personality traits, you give them this and that, whatever, and it's basically your child. And then, for example, because she can't afford a bigger package, she goes with the ad plan. And so just randomly a day, her child will just throw out an ad. You see it in the Michael Pena and Zazie Beetz storyline where this one girl just keeps throwing out the word Pepsi. She's like, oh man, I just really need an ice cold Pepsi. And at first you're like, that's weird, but it's funny, but it's weird why it's happening. But then the movie's like, oh, this is why this is happening. And I just think it's so brilliantly written because you see from the perspective of these people of going through this loss that it's just so, like it happens so frequently they're just used to it. And so overall, with the overall arcing plot of this AI, they make a big point to show that, because Sam Rockwell's even saying, he's like, there's no point in killing this kid or like going back in the past and doing any of this crazy stuff because it's inevitable. There's going to be some dumbass who's going to be like, well, we could make robot sex bots. You're like this and that. Like they're going to do something with this. And they could care less if it's killing the planet. They could care less if it attacks humanity, if it does this, or if it takes out every job or 50% of humanity, like in the plot of this film. They're going to still do it because money is power, and that's what people want. And this movie really has a great message. A great message I don't think many people are going to learn from, but it's a very, very beautiful movie. I really love the ending as well. That's where I think it's going to hit people, though. This is where I think it's going to make or break. The ending, let's just put it this way, is not satisfactory. If you are like me and you are more like, okay, I really love the performances, I love the comedy, I love the journey necessarily instead of the destination, I feel like you're going to love this film. But if you're one of those, I need the journey to be good and the destination, I don't know if you won't like that. I'll just put it like that. But I really think this movie is really great. You got a lot of great performances. I love the little flashbacks they give you in between them doing boring stuff like walking or something like that, where it's like, instead of showing this stuff, we're cutting to this character showing their backstory. There's one character you don't get his backstory. I was a little upset. I want to know how he got here to the diner. But they basically just tell you. But yeah, this is a great film with a great message and really great performances. Sam Rockwell, I almost want to say carries this movie, but like everybody does such a great job. It's not like he has to carry this movie, but he is like that presence. I don't see anybody else being casted in this role that he's playing in. This man is a fucking treasure in this film. And so yeah, with that, like and subscribe for more. Comment down below, let me know your thoughts on this film and how you felt about it. Did it make you think about anything profound? Did it make you laugh? There's one guy in my theater, dude was cracking the hell up. Dude was laughing out loud, but he was loving himself. But yeah, where does this rank for you? Especially like early year list. Do you like this more than something like 28 Years Later, like I do? Or do you think it's kind of like in between? Do you hate this movie for whatever reason? And with that, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and like, subscribe for more, and I will catch you guys on the next one.